Hi guys, review crew here again. I'm Joe.
I'm Mikey.
And I'm Mike.
And we're here today to watch episode 7 of season 1 of The Expanse.
Woo!
Just a quick recap of episode 6. The Rocinante and its crew are on its way to search for the sole survivor of the Scapuli, which apparently there's a sole survivor.
Now they're being disguised. Yeah, Lionel Polanski. Now they're being disguised as a gas transport ship.
Brothers Gas Company.
Yes.
Brothers Gas Company.
Rottenness
Gas. Detective Miller is no longer Detective Miller. He's just Miller.
Yeah, he is just Miller.
Just Miller, so he no longer has access to Julie's apartment. So he won't be able to take his showers like he usually does.
I mean, he can just break in. He's a criminal now.
Well, he was using.
He kind of always was.
He kind of always was, but he was using the corporate access. And then our unexpected, person who showed up in this episode.
In episode 6.
Episode 6, the Belter criminal who was stealing water has probably been radicalized, but will he be picked up by Mars or Earthers or the OPA or Belters?
Or will he die in
the Expanse? Yeah, wait, what if Holden picks him up? Interesting.
That's a possibility.
What if Holden and Miller never meet, but people they interact with meet?
We do know if they fly by an SOS.
He's gonna fly by and be like, I learned my lessons, guys. I'm sorry. Come back. But I mean, there's probably only one way to find out what happens.
Yeah, let's get
into
it.
Jump on into it.
Jump on it. So let's start this episode.
In 3, 2, 1.
Hey, look, it's the subway.
It is.
All alone.
It's that guy who's doing
it's eerily empty.
Do you see the guy who was doing the riots over there on the right?
Yeah.
Your daughter. She was a fighter. She deserved to be helped. Not everybody does, Some people aren't worth saving. Send me cases like Julie's when they don't want
They
to
send him cases. Don't want them to.
Now, who is he sending this video?
To his dad. Said in the beginning.
Okay.
Where to find your daughter?
wanted me to bring her home.
She's never meant to be found.
Sorry.
Isn't her dad like a trillionaire? He's gonna be making a phone call after that.
I have to imagine India is such a superpower that
This is based on a book?
everything's in Hindi.
Docs.
In a book series, don't you read them?
Take me to the docks!
So, I don't know if you saw it, the door open on the TV was Anderson Dawes, and he's like, take me to the docks. Definitely doesn't look like a gunship now.
Mars went ballistic when a Belter attacked the Scipio Africanus. So now they're patrolling every shipping lane between here and Eros.
And we are driving a stolen Martian frigate.
We didn't bargain for this.
Just got pinged by a ranging laser. They're just giving us a little love tap. Let us know they're watching.
Well, if that love tap turns into a target lock, we need to be ready.
Right.
Amos always ready for violence.
He's like, let's go.
What the hell? What did you do?
This was an MCRN warship. Its systems normally recognize other Martian Navy as friendlies. Not
Did we set
anymore.
the friendly fire?
How did someone as smart as you end up on the Canterbury?
She
I
called it
fell
a warship.
upwards to the level of my
Called a warship.
incompetence. Same as the rest of us.
Oh, no, but she called it a warship, so.
Now we're talking about me.
Hey, y'all. Why are we broadcasting?
What are you talking about? No one's broadcasting anything.
Yeah, we are.
He's right. It's a radio transmission coming from between
What
the
did-
hulls. There's nothing
what
down
did-
there but service and
what did he
conduit.
do?
Could be a...
Alex, do MCRN ships send out status updates when they handshake other vessels?
Maybe?
Amos, check it out. Amos.
I'm on it.
Was he apprehensive for the first time to do something she said?
He wants to know why I do.
Who's that? Get him, Amos. Get him! Get him, Amos! Get him! Get him! Die! Die! What's that guy doing?
How do you kill him?
He's
Those are nice wind turbines.
what's it called? Hiding on the ship. Go away.
If I see one person on the ground or one helicopter overhead, you'll be living on basic assistance by the end of the month.
Yes, ma'am.
Ellis Holden.
Ooh.
I'm
Ma'am, do not enter that residence. We cannot maintain your security here.
Yeah, F your security.
Well, it just shows how freaking important she is. Like,
He's been with us since Tycho.
A spy for our friend Fred Johnson.
The spy that...
Shut up!
Oh, they didn't kill him.
Why would Fred spy on us? He knows more than we do. Any idea what he was
maybe
trying
it
to
was the guy in the bar.
Fred, this thing right
That's
down
what I was
to
saying.
boards.
The guy that she had spying on him.
What part of shut up do you not understand?
I am a consultant for DeVilla Aerospatial.
Oh, he's the spy.
I've been stealing codes and tech from Tycho for 2 years now.
Then why are you on our ship?
Dipped my fingers a little too deep in Fred Johnson's cookie jar. I had to get off of Tycho before his OPA leg breakers scooped me up.
MCRN Yagansti going towards them.
It launched a boarding skiff on an intercept course.
They must have picked up this arsehole's transmissions. They probably think we're smugglers, and now they're coming to check us out.
Give him. Just give him to them.
put him in the airlock.
Well, wait a minute.
Fresh air it is.
Just wait a minute. Wait.
Keep him there. Disable the controls so he can't get out.
Just wait a minute.
Let's hope we don't open the wrong door.
Just wait. Look. We need to help each other out here, okay? Now, I don't want to get picked up. You guys don't want that either.
What? You shut him up, please.
No, look, you need to... Oh!
Talk some more.
You got a good right. You use it too much, but you got a good right.
Enough.
Detective Chapeau.
Like some bad virus, you just can't shoot. One of the shot, me, all these people.
You all remember Mr. Miller? He used to work for us, but now he's just one of us. Tonight, he's my guest. This is a good day for starting over, my friend.
Don't start over. Yeah.
When we first met, you told me that I was the patron saint of lost causes. You remember that? I think I may have found another one in you.
You think you won?
I was never fighting against you, Miller. In fact, I was fighting for you.
I was thinking that when you were goons were tossing me in the airlock.
You were thinking about me then. I'm honored.
It's so catty.
Usually when a man is about to lose everything,
He was just holding a grudge when he was dying.
realizes what mattered to him most. He sees it clearly for the first time.
I see everything I need to see.
Maybe you haven't lost everything yet. Huh? When you do, you'll know your way home. And it will welcome you.
Really, just constantly so well delivered. Like everything he does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's just
So good.
he's just constantly just like dropping something, walking away, and being like,
Yeah, it's just so good. But like everything he's saying, it's like, what the fuck did that mean?
That's all of us.
He really blinged out this episode.
Printed books. We don't see these
coming as a
much
UN rep.
anymore. Are they antique?
Some. Jimmy liked to think of himself as a knight.
"Oh, he's
Thought it
white
was a
knighting
funny
across the
story.
galaxy right now."
I never broke it to him that it was a tragedy. Can we stop with the bullshit now?
Oh, I had a little left about how charming your home is.
You're not just here to tell me my son is dead. You could have done that with a letter. You're here because you think he had something to do with it. The water hauler the Martians destroyed. You think he was
It was
involved?
yeah.
Tea involved?
Of course not. He would never.
Oh, no, wait, I know this one. My boy was a little angel. He never even hurt
wouldn't
an
kinda, though.
insect. Oh, if you'd just seen what a wonderful child he was. And I thought we were done with the bullshit. How about this one? James Holden was conceived by a cult of political extremists as a trick for 8 people to claim generational land rights. Kicked out of the Navy, he fell in with a radical fringe group in the belt. I can make shit up. I have 2 governments and whatever the hell the OPA calls itself on a course toward a war that your son started. I want to stop it before anyone else loses a kid.
I can't help you.
Can't?
Her place looks like the most.
Or you choose
like,
not to.
What good will any of this
current
do?
age thing we've ever seen.
What could I possibly
So.
say to you that would make any difference now? You haven't told me he's dead. You're dancing around it. Letting me say it. Why is that?
Not dead.
Jimmy's alive.
Better match, definitely. And James Holden's mom.
Your data's corrupted, Rocinante. Please resend. Rocinante, you have been flagged for inspection per MCR Trade Regulation A066. Do not deviate from your present course. If you do, you will be fired upon.
What all weapons they have?
If that
A whole
happens,
armory.
you won't be around to see it. You think I
Wait,
won't fetch you?
why do they seal him near the armory?
Won't change anything, though.
It's an airlock.
It'll make me feel better.
Other airlocks.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Either way this plays out, you're dead. And I'm the one that's gonna bring you the good news. You're loose end. It's nothing personal.
Just like that, huh?
Like water's wet, the sky's up.
Must be nice. Have life all figured out like that?
It has nothing to do with me. We're just caught up in the churn is all.
I have no idea what you said.
This boss that I used to work for in Baltimore, he called it the churn. When the rules of the game change.
What game?
The only game. Survival. Where the jungle tears itself down and builds itself into something new. Guys like you and me, we end up dead. Doesn't really mean anything. Or we happen to live through it. Well, that doesn't mean anything either.
If survival is the game, I can help us survive. So you tell your captain.
He's not our captain.
You tell who's ever in charge that I have valuable information. And Christ, I've had to pee for like 2 hours now.
I'll see you soon.
He's barking up the wrong tree with Amos, huh?
Yo, but Amos is mad deep right there.
Well, he's an espionage guy. Why would they leave him in a room where he can have access to a panel? Amos!
That's a nice feature.
I mean, he's got cybernetic implants. We knew this from that when he was recording with his eyes. He's espionage. Why wouldn't he have ways to get out of this?
Just pull that.
Amos! And he's next to the weapons room. Oh, he's just breaking into her office now?
Yeah, who said that at the end of last episode?
Me.
Yeah,
He's just
good call.
He's just breaking in.
Because you were like, and I was like, he's always been a criminal.
What are you gonna find on the 8th look through?
I mean, he's actually tearing everything apart now. He's like feeling for sewn stuff, like anything sewn in like pockets.
I think he's just gone crazy.
No, he's gonna find something. I'm willing to bet he's gonna like knock something over and it's gonna work, or it's gonna be a secret compartment. That bird he always sees.
Miller, you asshole. Long time. How they swinging? So listen, that ship you're looking for, Anubis, whatever, it never showed up here. But the funny thing is, a short-range shuttle from that ship did. Anubis 1A is still here on Eros racking up dock fees. Kinda interested to know what's in it for you, amigo. Hey, listen, I got
You're gonna meet
watch your shit.
Eros.
Things are funny these days on series. Catch you.
Huh?
Eros.
Eros.
Going to Eros. He's gonna run into Holden.
No, he's gonna miss Holden barely.
And Julie Mao. Who's Lionel Richie?
The property line is that way.
I would tell you if I could.
You will now leave. And if you come back without a warrant,
Fine. I have intelligence that says your son survived the Donager. You put all your hopes on your son. I pressured mine to join the Marines, or I wouldn't pay for his education. That's why he was in Callisto during the insurrection. Dad took his life. I've been wanting for someone to come around and tell me that it was all a terrible mistake. That my son is still alive. I'll be waiting on my deathbed for that news.
Damn.
I can't tell if she's being like sincere and trying to do mother to mother, or if that's just how ruthless she is that she's using her own pain to help. Oh, man.
Both. Dude's gonna plug it in and get some guns. Oh, yeah, Amos, you're smart.
All right, knuckle dragger, come to daddy.
You get the help. Congratulations.
So all that nutty talk before, that was just like warfare, right? Hold on. Still gotta pee if anyone's interested.
I like how he's about to fuck them all over, and he's like, "Okay, cool."
Well, because that was his doomsday plan.
You have something useful to say it.
The Mickeys have been known to disguise their attack ships when they're doing covert ops.
Oh.
There's a special set of codes that tell other Martian
Trying to be a
ships
Martian
that they
spec
are out
ops?
there, they are doing the nasty and to get lost.
How do you know all this?
I'm a good spy.
Donkey balls.
Did you just say donkey balls?
Back when I was flying transport for the MCRN, we ran across this unflagged tanker acting kind of suspect in a pirate zone, so we prepared to engage. But when my captain hailed them, they just jabbered on and on, ending with the phrase, donkey ball. And just like that, my captain ordered me to change my course. We parted our ways. None of the officers said anything about it, but everyone on the crew was absolutely certain it was Black Ops stuff.
That's because it probably was. Listen to me. You guys give that skiff.
They're gonna use the donkey balls code, imagine.
Have to back off. For all they know, it's some training exercise to weed out the cowboys.
Comes out of the floor, maybe? Oh, yeah, look at that.
High tech.
Where did you get that key?
From Lopez.
Lopez is a homie.
Donkey balls.
Wait.
That's not 24.
0000000.
I was thinking, I was like, wait. I was like, that's not close, no way. What is that?
All of his bribes.
All his script.
Thrown into his sock.
Is that a 10mm socket? Gonna drop the Chilby? He's dropping the Chilby!
He doesn't deserve it.
Well, it also, like, signaled him out.
Cash me out, pal.
It's a lot of winnings.
For a lifetime of losing.
That's how you say goodbye? The creepy message?
That's a Miller way.
I was just coming
Kill
to
two
check
people for you, and that's how you're gonna leave me with a text?
brain.
Gonna take a trip.
To where?
Eros. Yeah.
Meet James Holden.
What sights? Miller, Eros is a garbage dump. You're gonna need someone to watch your back. A partner. A partner.
Yeah!
She's going to Eros with him! Or not.
Okay, better do this
Oh.
one alone.
You were alone in that airlock.
Give up. Can't tell a woman no.
Okay, come with me.
Yes, you can. Obsessed with her.
Bad timing. My specialty.
Damn, she's genuinely upset.
Yeah. You just pick someone who doesn't even know is alive over her.
He grew up thinking he was alive because the land needed him. We set him up to be a leader, and then gave him a fight he could never win. The day before his 18th birthday, I took him out to mend a fence, and I told him to get as far away from this place as he could. And that if he didn't go, then I would, because I couldn't stand to watch what we were doing to him anymore.
You were right.
So they sent him free.
She
I get him.
Yeah, she set him free. He joined the army.
Message from him.
But he
every month.
Couldn't do army things. He had to date people.
That's why he was in space on that
From
ice
some
freighter.
ship or other,
Got the answer.
deep out in the system.
Was running from the cage. that
Jimmy
she
still
set him free
hasn't
from.
found his place, but at least he's free.
Space Unit. Who's the spy? Oh, he's just sitting there like, I could help, but I'm not done.
Guys, this is taking way too long. It's composite titanium. We started an hour.
Who said it? You could talk.
I did.
Just keep at it. So the backup doesn't trigger.
It's a good idea, but there's not enough time.
You underestimate my ability. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go prep for plan B.
Run.
Down in that airlock and make sure nobody boards us.
Try and act like an XO.
Any Martians come through that airlock, we subdue and take them prisoner. Nobody.
He doesn't want anybody to die any way
Chance to ping the
possible.
mothership? That ain't my plan. That's a two-man patrol skiff. I'm gonna take him down clean and fast. Then we're gonna burn like hell somewhere safe, figure out what our next move is from there.
Do you know how many Martians died getting us off the Doniger?
It was some fuck.
Ship that size, a few hundred.
And now you...
Because they are the enemy right now. And we're the fugitives. And as far as they're concerned, we're the ones who blew up the Doniger. And I am not spending the rest of my days in a Martian gulag.
If the price of justice is more innocent blood, then I don't want it.
I thought so. A guy with big ideas wanting to take on the... As long as it doesn't cost him anything.
What the hell are you babbling about?
I'm talking. You logged the distress call, Holden. Welcome to the churn.
Naomi was right to be afraid of you.
Ooh, that was fucking cold-blooded.
Donkey balls, donkey balls, donkey balls, donkey balls.
I'm getting anxiety.
That's the same type of ship that would hit the rock hauler.
It's this one.
Rocinante, this is your final warning.
Sorry to be such a pain, boys, but our power problems, they've been so, ubiquitous and mendacious. Like a cup donkey balls.
He had to say it.
He had to say it. He wanted to say donkey balls this entire time.
Received and understood, Rocinante. You get those comms checked out when you hit port.
You got it, fellas, and hey, you boys be careful out there, here?
You too, Rocinante. Safe travels.
How often do they change the codes?
Well, I mean, that ship just came. That ship came from the
it
flagship.
could also be ubiquitous, polyglottal.
Each ship might have their own code.
Been a real pair of donkey balls.
That worked out.
Well done, y'all.
I remember that scene. I'm like, wow, I can't believe Amos didn't just like shit in the foot. I'm like, fuck you.
Punch with a gun or something.
Now, huh?
I think our boy James Holden may have mommy issues, problems with authority, and guilt for not saving the world.
Your corporate spy's been compromised. He's missed his last two comm windows.
His final report said that Holden was heading for Eros in a converted MCRN gunship with fake transponder codes supplied by Sid Johnson. So your analysis of his character notwithstanding, I've activated a Black Ops team. We're taking Holden off the board. Fragile enough.
I feel like Eros is gonna blow.
When Holden gets to Eros...
Everywhere they're gonna go is blowing up.
I need you back here.
Thanks for saving my son. Shit. She's shit too.
I don't know, she's ruthless. I think she'll figure it out.
The rat nest, yes.
Like how they just welded stuff onto the hull. Guns are hiding underneath.
Hey, next port we hit, I want your boy Amos off this ship.
What's happened?
Whatever leash you had him on, you better get him back on it.
He's not my dog.
Getting the show on the road?
I don't know why you're holding like so. I don't understand that. It's if you had to, he was ready to.
If you can look at yourself in the mirror and still decide that you're gonna toss me into space because I'm inconvenient to you, then at least you can do me the respect of telling me that it's gonna happen. And mercy is not in the cards for me. So I can make my peace. Because
Make my peace, as in fry this goddamn ship.
Yeah, he's gonna sabotage stuff. He's got no internet to send messages back to.
Where's Wi-Fi at?
Flip and burn. Next stop, Arrow Station.
Get the back of his head.
Why is it
determined guy?
Why is it shuddering? Where's the turbulence in space?
I don't know.
Debris.
Shut up.
Okay. Always asking these questions.
Pause it. Okay. So, in this episode, it actually felt like one of the episodes that, while some stuff happened, not as much stuff as other things happened.
Well, we saw for the first time the crew of the Rocinante what?
Panic. Turn on each other.
Fracture a little.
I was gonna say avoid a conflict.
True.
I thought they fractured a little bit with Amos.
Well, they're all doing their own thing.
Well, no, they're working together to get past this, whereas Amos is preparing to kill people. I mean,
that was his way of dealing with the situation.
It is, but it was none of the ways that any of them agreed upon.
Another minor detail in this episode: when Amos had his rifle, and James Holden was down there. Well, no, when he had the rifle, he made sure not to point it at Holden, which is proper gun safety. And then when Holden walked past him, he actually picked it up so it wasn't pointing at him, and then put it back down after he passed, showing that he has like the military expertise and he's like knows what he's doing. Whereas James Holden had his finger on the trigger while it was pointed at the back of Amos. Which
maybe he really was ready to shoot him.
It's one or two things. Either James Holden's never really held a gun before, which is weird because he was in the Navy, or he was ready to shoot him in the head.
No, I have to say, James
well, that's
definitely held a gun.
Very observant. That's
So, for me, we had Detective Miller say no to somebody he was once interested in.
Again.
A couple episodes ago. Like, was it a second
he keeps
episode?
turning her down. I feel like she's going to follow him.
She turned him down the second episode. Now he's turning her down.
He did honeypot her a little initially.
Yeah. And now, he's on his way to the station to see what's going on. Arrow Station. Because he's looking for Julie Miller. And
Julie Mao.
I don't know if it's Julie. Well, she's going to be Julie Miller soon.
Well, that's what he wants.
Yeah. And then we have our crew of the Rocinante going to be showing up at the same place. So they have to have a meeting of some sort, or maybe they're just going to walk past each other. Something's going to happen in an event. I mean, everybody knows what James Holden looks like.
Well,
not everybody knows.
Well, they're not actually going to Arrows.
Yeah, they're going to the asteroid next to Arrows.
Yes.
Where they find Lionel Richie.
They're going to end up on Arrows somehow, I would just imagine.
And Arrows is going to go kaboom, like everything else.
The asteroid's going to go kaboom. It was fun to learn about
Into Arrows.
It was very fun to learn about donkey balls and Martian. Cause, I mean, that's a real thing that happens. That's probably that probably happens with
polyglottal.
I could imagine that happens. Yeah, no.
Whatever the hell, I don't even know what that is. I didn't know that was
polyglottal.
We'll go look up a dictionary.
Whatever.
So we had probably what happens in real life especially with boats. Ships, ship to ship. You have an unmarked ship asks for this, and the commander of the ship has been given a code phrase that matches up in the book that matches for training. Now, the only reason they know of this code phrase is because they have a Martian on board, and the only reason they know how to get to it is because they have a spy on board. How did that spy get on board? He's obviously snuck on while they were doing stuff. Maybe
he snuck on to spy on them.
While they were doing, repairs or whatever, maintenance to the ship to make it look like a transport, he probably snuck on.
So good question here. Do you think the spy has good intentions and
No.
Well, for what obvious reason?
Spy?
Well, he hasn't revealed the truth to them.
He hasn't told them anything.
It's like, hey man, I was just trying to get off the station, whereas we know he was spying on James Holden.
Now, his mission isn't to kill James Holden, but I imagine that he will preserve himself above all else. I said his mission isn't to kill James Holden.
Isn't.
It's to spy. But
Well, Avasarala was about to be like, yeah, detain him. And it's like...
And when they
had high hopes for him.
Well, they're sending a Black Ops team out to get him, and they have somebody watching him. So if he ever gets transmission, the Black Ops team's going to know exactly where he is.
I think the Black Ops team is going to run into the Martians now that they're disguised as a Martian ship that's pretending to not be a Martian ship, but is a Martian ship.
I don't know. One thing interesting on this one, Amos is kind of breaking free of his leash completely. He doesn't care what anybody says to him at this point.
It seems like episode 8 is going to be a little wild.
Episode 8 might be wild, or it might be the build-up to 9 being wild, but there's only one way to find out for us to watch.
Or 4 episodes of build-up?
I mean, that's the show. There's been build-up every single episode.
There was build-up in the first 3 episodes, and 4 was pretty wild.
Is still happening.
Sure, but there was no gore in this episode. There's been gore in pretty much every episode.
I mean, trust me when I say they're building up. There's a lot going on. The things will continue to happen, and you will get more answers. It's one of those shows.
You know what I am excited to find out?
What?
How big of a part of the show the Mormons are.
I know. I'm always curious to find out how much the Mormons are playing, unless maybe they're just, like we were saying before, being used as the piggy bank, skimming money's being taken from them.
I don't know. I feel like the Mormons are going to be a big part. They're building the biggest ship ever.
I feel like if there could be one thing, religion would be...
That seems a little funky.
I feel like religion would be the one thing maybe potentially constant across colonies and whatnot is, maybe they are all into the same religions.
We're going back to Zeno.
An important thing to remember also, because Avasarala, the Earth politician, even mentions it's the biggest ever made. The largest ship ever made.
It's the Ark.
And think about it that way too. It's like,
an Ark.
Who made it?
OPA.
The belt made it.
Right.
So, it just goes to show, they,
What's the difference between them?
Well, what could the Mormons do if they have the biggest ship ever? I mean, it's a big target, I guess, but...
It's a huge target.
Well, it's supposed to put all their...
Who knows? Or the Mormons could have absolutely no sway in the show.
Well, the Mormons are putting all their...
That's the fun of it.
The Mormons are putting their most intelligent people on this ship. And they're, the best and brightest, basically, which is why it's such a target. But it also means that this ship has such incredible... depending on, the caliber and the scale of the mines and how the workforce is on this ship, if there is, because it's a massive ship, this could be not a warship, this could be a colony/arc ship, and they could, it could have factories on it, sell foundries and whatnot, and they can produce maybe ships on there themselves, other things, weaponry. It could be just a mobile Earth.
Because clearly Fred Johnson has questionable morals at best, so who knows?
Yeah, he does.
Or it could just be the Mormons being like, yo, all these people are going crazy, war's about to happen, we're getting the fuck out of here. Who knows?
More likely.
They're Mormons.
Any Mormon commentators that feel like letting us know why they might want to go to a new planet, please let us know.
I know a lot of people in the comments, not a lot of people, some people from the comments were laughing about the fact that there's Mormons because they're from Utah. So when they watch us the first time,
but they constantly actually do that in this show. Like when Miller's on the subway station alone, it's like then the speaker says something in Hindu. Like they do a good job of making you realize
the predominance. Because the Indian superpower.
It's still Earth's culture. It has just expanded into space.
This one,
it's like some things didn't fade in time.
I did like that Ados, when he was said son of a bitch, it was Sabaka, which is dog in Russian, but usually you can call people
one
Sabaka.
Other thing just to clarify, so when Avasarala is questioning James Holden's mom, did you understand, they don't really go super in depth, but did you understand what the cult thing was.
They were trying to fight for land, and they couldn't get light. They couldn't control land. Earth wanted to.
They were trying to preserve nature,
and in order to do that, they had to have an 8-person blending of the genes to have a baby.
Yeah, I hope that gets explained because that's a weird.
I don't understand why that's necessary.
You guys got pretty much all of what they gave you, so
I think basically. Maybe we're not supposed to look.
We can't all own this land, but if we all put ourselves together to make a kid
We're
put
not-
it in his name, then we're good.
We're not supposed to think about that deep into
hey,
it.
loopholes.
I think.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure you guys got the gist of it.
Yeah,
That's all.
I think we're not supposed to think about why is there 8. I think it's supposed to be, oh my god, the shock value of 8 people, and then you're supposed to be like, it's the future. Maybe they're doing.
I don't know. I feel like everything that's being every detail given seems to relate to something. Whether it's
We're gonna find out in the
exposing
6th season, 2nd episode.
I
don't know.
Gosh, due to this one loophole about you owning land on Earth, you're actually a prince.
We got Prince Holden.
You can't kill him now. Whatever.
Prince Holden of the
ridiculous.
the MCROPA Alliance Against the Alien Race.
Anything else?
No. Honestly, this episode didn't. There was just. This episode that felt like the slowest, which is not a bad thing. None of the episodes have been slow. This one felt like the one that the least happened in because it was just the most tense.
They were almost imminently boarded.
Yeah.
But even that, I mean, since nothing actually happened,
Donkey balls.
it didn't. Yeah, donkey balls.
Donkey balls. This is one of those ones that it's just a build up for what's coming.
Yeah.
Us arriving, us trying to figure out if Julie is the same person.
I'm so excited.
How many episodes are in the season?
Don't tell us.
There's 10 to 12 this season.
There's definitely gonna be.
I want the finale to be a surprise. I want the episode that's.
Man, I am so excited to be rewatching it, but more importantly, I'm so excited to see as the story progresses for you guys to just really enjoy it.
No, we do hope that not just Joe's enjoying it and us enjoying it, but you, the viewers, are enjoying this.
Absolutely.
So we do appreciate this. We do hope that the increased quality of sound, as well as the increased activity from us in terms of having a schedule with shorts being released, as not spoilers, little hype trailers and stuff for episodes, as well as just our discussion is up to your all liking. If there's anything that we could ever do to improve, let us know. I'm always reading the comments.
Absolutely.
I don't shut up. I don't take any of the comments negatively. Sometimes people leave a comment, such as it's quiet, this and that, and that's about. We're usually about 2 to 3 weeks ahead. We try to have a 2 to 3 gap. So if you say the comments, it's too quiet, setup probably was like that for 2 weeks, and the reason why is we're a new group.
We're
new
still
channel.
learning.
Yeah, we're like 2-3 months into this right now. Some of those channels that you see, I may have had years.
It's growing pains.
I think we're doing great. We have growing pains, and we listen to what you guys say in terms of the growing pains and suggestions. As we continue to grow, if we ever hit some target goals of ours, which range from 1,000 subs plus, we look forward to growing the community in terms of having a Discord as well as other things so that we can discuss with you, maybe do live streams. I know Joe here and Mike as well as myself, we're very into board games, so we could even do that type of stuff.
Hey, listen.
So
anything is possible.
And there's an Expanse board game. So
there is an Expanse board game. And I've heard pretty
keep
good
it relevant.
things.
I'm just excited for the Discord so people can flame me live.
Yeah.
We'll put a channel where you can't respond. You can only input emoji reactions. Sad. But I mean, beyond that, we do appreciate all the views, all the comments, everything.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's very fun, especially when the release days happen and I'm at work and I check my phone a few hours after because I'm busy.
Yeah, it's like my favorite part.
It's my favorite part of the day. Yeah, reading the comments. Sometimes I leave it until I get home from work so I could just sit there and read them. And it's just been a great time, and we hope you guys are enjoying our reaction too. I don't believe any of us have anything else to add for this one.
No, that's
just
it.
Thank you.
Just thank you. Yeah, I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
We're the review crew, and we're heading out. We hope you guys take care, and see you next time.
See ya.